Alright you guys, I had to re-record this video because the audio went crazy. So I want to talk about how the internet is robbing you, technology is robbing you of your profits. And hear me out here, I'm not here to criticize, this will help you. If you have not been alive without internet, and if you're of the generation that only knows internet, and you're at a disadvantage in a way because, look, the bells and whistles, meaning getting likes and posting something in a group, where in a Facebook group, for example, where you're gathered up with a bunch of other social media marketing agency people or affiliate marketing people, and you want to get people responding to your posts. It's not going to make you money unless you do it a very specific way, and even at that, it's never going to make you, most of you, consistent money. All it's going to do is cause you brain damage, heartache. You're going to be a slave to the notifications, and those notifications, if you ask yourself, and most of you are going to know for sure, if you're honest, that they make you absolutely no money in the long term. They're going to change your future zero, and you're really much better served, instead of trying to have conversations with a bunch of people that don't make very much money and almost all have never generated millions of bucks. Why ask them for their advice? I see posts like, how do I get my biggest order? How do I get my agency to succeed? How do I make more money with my existing clients? How do I avoid bad clients? You're asking people's opinions. You're not really getting information by doing that that's going to be useful to you. 99% of the time it's going to be 100% useless, or it's going to damage you, it's going to cost you money, or it's going to confuse you. And the time you spend, risk versus reward, is going to be a disaster, because all that time that you spend, if you're in this group of people that just posts and gets off on people responding to you, you could be actually running your social media marketing agency or your affiliate marketing business and doing what the hands-on movements are that generate the revenue, which is a combination of using your email, your phone, your website, and your text messaging properly. If you don't do this, and if you don't learn how to do this, and it doesn't have to be from me, listen, you need to do it. Speak with people that have generated millions of dollars, have closed millions of dollars in sales. When I tell you something, I'm telling you from experience, and I have closed millions of dollars in sales, even before the internet even existed, and on the internet as well. So you'd be wise to listen to me over sitting and posting and getting excited over getting a bunch of likes and comments from a bunch of people that are a waste of your time, and most of them have failed or are destined to fail. And the best way to know this is, if you don't believe me, go take a close look at who you're interacting with, and go take a close look at people that sit there and are there to answer right away and spend hours upon hours of their day sitting there. All they're doing, it's like 1992, when people would sit in a chat room and just type to each other because it was entertaining. That's what most groups are. They are not helpful for you being able to generate revenue. Most of the time, you're going to interact with people that are in a bad position, the same position you're in, or maybe a touch better, or far, far worse. But you don't want to allow yourself to be addicted to the adulation of the notifications and people posting and responding to your posts. It's 100% useless. If you want to get excited about somebody, getting a PayPal notification, or getting a credit card notification, a bank wire notification, something where you got paid. That's what to get excited over. Those are the notifications to pay attention to. Everything else is for idiots. Everything else needs to be turned off for most of the day, so that you can focus on that one bing and ding that you really want to hear, which is you just got paid. And the way to do that is leave one notification on, whatever you got to do, throw everything, the rest of it's all junk, turn off all the other stuff, and spend your day learning from either myself or someone else. And then spend all of your day, most of it, doing what it takes to make the money, which is mastering the techniques of using your phone, your email, your website, and your text messaging together as a well-oiled machine. And if you can do that, And if you're consistent at that, and you don't sit and type away mindless things on your keyboard because you enjoy that click, 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 and you enjoy those bings and dings, I promise you, you will see a difference. I promise you, within just a month of behaving that way, you're going to rewire your brain, and your brain is going to know what it takes to generate good, consistent revenue. And some of you maybe already are generating good revenue, but you know what? I promise you, if you take into account what I'm saying, because there are very few people that don't do any of the nonsense that I'm referring to, if you're going to be honest with yourself, you will increase your bottom line even if you're already doing well, just by zooming in, having a deeper focus, and ignoring a lot of the nonsense out there that is more entertainment than anything else. Because listen, the difference between somebody who does well and somebody who doesn't is knowledge and traction. And sometimes when people start to do well, they're able to coast for a period of time, and what happens there, they get orders from their existing client base, they get some referrals. But I promise you, if you get distracted by the nonsense and think you can coast, 6 months, a year later, 2 years later, worst case, latest, you'll be starting at zero, and more often than not, much sooner than that. So be smart. Don't get caught up and starry-eyed with all the gimmicks that the internet has. Use it as a tool. The internet was built to amuse the weak and empower the strong. That's all it is. And the people that understand that will do extremely well using it as a tool, and people that do not will be the fool. Have a great 4th of July, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, by the way. Comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. See you soon.